What versions of Michelangelo belong on Ninja Turtles' Mount Rushmore? This isn't necessarily per se my top 4 personal favorite versions of the character, but more so a look at what 4 variants do I believe have had the most influence in how we see Michelangelo and how Michelangelo has kind of adapted and adjusted over the years. And so off rip, I'm giving that first spot to 1987 Michelangelo. Agree or disagree with me in the comments, but I have personally found that the best interpretations of the character have all borrowed something from Townsend Coleman's portrayal. When Michelangelo was dubbed the party dude, things changed for him forever, and we owe all of that to 1987. Next in that second spot, I'm going to give it to 1990 Trilogy Mikey, and I'm specifically saying Trilogy so that way you don't get misconstrued with the 1990 movie being one of my favorite Ninja Turtles films, and I'm just talking about him in that film. I'm actually talking about Michelangelo's entire arc from Turtles 1 to Turtles 3. Like, there's a reason why this Michelangelo is so loved and so well remembered, and Robbie Rist did such an excellent job. He was only one of 2 turtle actors that got to voice his turtle for that entire trilogy. Comment below if you know the other one. And in terms of how each individual character arc went, I feel like Michelangelo was the least flanderized by the end of everything. Without question, the third spot has to go to IDW Michelangelo. I am currently on my first read-through of the IDW continuity. I am only on volume 3, and I'm going to be completely honest with you all. I have seen enough to understand why people campaign for this version of Michelangelo being the GOAT. And the way that I'm able to switch different Ninja Turtles voice actors in my head when reading this version of Michelangelo on the page, and it all makes sense and feels on brand for the character, honestly, if you want to call him number 1, I don't blame you. And for the final slot, this is where I'm probably going to lose a bunch of you, but please hear me out. In terms of influence, I'm gonna go with The Last Ronin. This book is not just hype. It's continuously been selling out, breaking records, and in my opinion has earned all of the success and praise that it's gotten in the last 4 years. Now, I don't recall which one I started with, but it's between The Last Ronin and Batman vs. TMNT for when I started actually reading Ninja Turtles books published by IDW at all. And if it was able to persuade somebody like me like that, imagine what it was able to do for just the casual Ninja Turtles fan. Fans heavily associate Michelangelo with the first turtle, so it was the perfect full circle moment to make him the last Ronin. Mind you, this was the story that reunited Eastman and Laird. If that's not influence, I don't know what is. That's my Mount Rushmore. Let me know what you guys think. Who should I do next?